Welcome to the Fridge and Freezer tour. It is Monday, the 15th of September as I film this, and we have just finished the last Coles flyby hauls. We are now on our own, so I'm going to see how long we last using up what is in the fridge and freezer. I'm just focusing on this right now because, as you can see, it is chock-a-block full and beautifully packed with all the things from the haul, and I want to show you systematically how we're going to use everything up. That is just cookie dough. That is in the door because, as you see, there is no space for it to go anywhere else, and the freezer is a hot mess. And every time I try and pull something out and rearrange things and put them back in there, it just ends up crazy. So I am just going to take you for a tour, show you what we have. And the idea is that as I go through the week and get dinner, I'll be pulling out one or two things and showing you how we use them. Top section here has puff pastry and savory pastry there. We have, I think there's 2 Chico rolls left in there. We have some prawn bayo buns, and there's some other things on the side here that were from an Audi promotion I had quite a little while ago. Lying on top of that is some vegetarian dumplings for my daughter because her section is chock-a-block full here, so working on it. This container has some little spinach triangles in there. My daughter no longer eats them, so they're for my son. Sometimes chicken nuggets go in there. We've got some beef patties here for burger night, and there's some chicken things up the back as well. And then that is sitting on top of some sponge cake that I got to make some lamingtons. Tucked away in here is some low carb muffins. There's some croissants in there, and I think at the back is a hamburger roll as well. Being frozen, it probably isn't going to be the best for hamburgers, but I can do something else with it. This is meant to be my daughter's shelf that is a safe space for food and it is a mess. We have in here some chicken, so you know we're already on the this is not right for a plant-based thing. We have 2 things of mango sorbet, and we have bits of frozen chips in here as well that have been left over from a promo. There's some meat tucked up at the back in there. There is another, this is a plant-based patty, so at least we're on the right track with that. But there's just bits and pieces of chips in here, and once we start getting space in other sections it will work out. In the container is some more dumplings, and I think there's a pasta in there, and I think some pasta as well. I'm just having a seat. So we've got here chicken nuggets, because chicken nuggets are life, and right up the back there we have a frozen chicken frame. We have some bread rolls here that are frozen. There's some other veggies and things that are hidden way up the back in there. We've got broccoli in Ziploc bags. We've got strawberry topping here to the left, and there's probably strawberry bits as well that I'm going to be making a jam. Behind here, there's some veggies there. My friend Dina gave me a meatball thing, which I really need to get making. I've stuck it in the freezer because I wanted to cook it and honor it. Yep. A pizza that we got these bases from my mum, so I made the pizza and stuck it in there frozen, and some plant-based chicken is there as well. This next shelf is a conglomerate of a mess. More frozen chips, more frozen veggies. I've got some veggies in bags because I want to make a pasta sauce. I think I'm going to have to annoy my friend Dina and say, how do I home make pasta sauce? I've been Googling it. So I've also got in here more frozen strawberry bits, and there's some frozen tomatoes somewhere as well. There's frozen bags of vegetables as well, which I will eventually be pulling out. Not everyone eats the same thing, so there's stuff everywhere. Here we've got frozen bags of broccoli, and behind that I think is some cauliflower, and behind that is probably some other veggies. I can see the corner of a cauliflower bake packet there. More frozen veggies, and there's some meat in there as well. So it looks like once we start getting a bit of a hole, we can work out what we have. I think this is the frozen tomato I was telling you about. Yep. And I have a little packet of little Roma tomatoes that were frozen. I don't eat them, but sometimes the neighbor gives us bits and pieces of stuff. And so I threw them in the freezer thinking, oh, I could make a pasta sauce with that. And they're still sitting here. And there's other loose ones around. And then the bottom drawer that we have here is housing butter and frozen yogurt. So, oh, and more tomatoes. I forgot about those. So butter I get from Foodland when it's $5 for 500 grams, and you can get 8 at a time. So I stock up. And yogurts I have in my smoothies, and then anything else that had space to go in here got thrown in here. So some more capsicum cut up bits, and also frozen tomatoes that are there. And yeah, so as you can see, we are a little bit squeezy in here. In the door, it's not good. Down the bottom we have super dupers. My husband rides to his bike every day, and when he gets home it's quite warm, so we have super dupers here that he can have every day. They are really good to help cool down. It's something nice that's a treat, and it's pretty cheap. I buy them when they're like half price. They're only $3 a bag, so it's totally worth it. And behind all of these bits on shelves you'll find Ziploc bags and bits of packing to help freeze food. Strawberry pieces, the tops, and also any bits of strawberries that I have cut up to use to make jams and things like that. I've got random bits of chicken in Ziploc bags, and the blue things there are old wrappers, so they're there to go between like burger patties and stuff, and some frozen berries that my mum gave me from her freezer that they're not going to have anymore. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. I'll figure it out. A party pack. This was from Aldi, and again from a promo that I had to pick up, so it's just stuck in the door for now. There's some cut up bits of carrots that was next to that. I keep my yeast here in the freezer. It just helps it last a bit longer. There's half a packet of a Nazi goring thing that's here. That was from like one of those like meal prep box things we did ages ago. There's a little bit of bacon here, and I've got veggie scraps to make a veggie stock with the frozen chicken frame that's in there. Over to the fridge, and we have lots of stuff. So there's a couple of yogurts here left over from the $50 food challenge. They really need to go in the freezer for smoothies. Behind this there is a camembert cheese. I had to pick up a couple of things because I was going to put together a little basket for a friend. So I've got some hummus dip that's there, yeah, and the cheese, as I said, I don't need them, but I've got them ready to give a gift. We've got a Korean drink thing that's right up the back. These are the gherkins that my daughter has. I've got a lemon yogurt that's here, crushed garlic as well. This is the cream cheese left over from the challenge as well. I was trying to open the box to show you. There's only 2 little squares gone, so if we don't end up using them on bagels. And there was chocolate sauce up the top as well. We've got stewed apples that's here. We've got some plant-based things that will be used for the meals this week, so I'm not going to stick them in the freezer. There's no room. Up the back is the homemade butter that I did for the use it up. That was hilarious. We've got mincemeat up here. We've got some leftovers from the night before. I think that was a quiche. We've got some tomatoes, coleslaw and lettuce. We've got in here some shredded chicken. We've got 2 lots of pork meats. I'm going to cook that up to add to the beef meats. We've got leftover chow mein and leftover, I think that's a beef thing down the bottom, cream, block of cheese, ham, sliced cheese, and some more bits and pieces in here, plant-based things, strawberries, all the standard stuff. This is our cheese drawer, and got a couple of dead avocados. They were already dead by the time I got to them. They were left over from that $50 challenge, and they were only $1, and they were soft as when I picked them up. So I ate half, but yeah, I don't mind throwing the other half out. Well, they'll just go into the compost bin anyway. I've got here some grated chocolate that's right up the back, some cream cheese. There's some other bits and pieces of cheese. My daughter's cheese is in there as well. And some more leftovers on here. We've got a watermelon from my mum, half a rock melon from my mum, a margarine. There's another chicken up there that's left over from the food challenge as well. We've got some whatever this is, some more chicken. Oh, that's potato peelings. I'm going to plant some potato peelings because, you know, I saw it on YouTube. Up the back there is some more leftover stuff that's ready to go. Some cooked beef mince ready for recipe, plant-based mince meat as well, and some more leftovers that we'll be using through the week. Into the top drawers, this is meant to be the veggie drawer, but I think it's housing the everything. So we've got some low carb muffins in here. There's just some scraps, veggies there ready for chicken stock. And down the bottom, this is meant to house carrots and other veggies and things like that. The door of the fridge, we've got all our standard milks. There's a Korean drink that's here. We've got some salad dressings, oat milk, ginger ale. It's on clearance from one of the mystery shopping things. More iced coffee, a little bit of wine for chicken risotto, and our standard milks. And then up the top, we've got a passata sauce, we've got the cookie dough, all the other sauces, sweet chili, the ham sitting here because I've got no space for it and it will remind me, and some strawberries that will get eaten up soon. And then right up the top is a butter, cheese, and other bits and pieces. Make sure you're subscribed and click the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video, because we are not grocery shopping for at least the next 2 weeks while we focus on using this up. I'm very blessed and grateful for the opportunity that we have with the food, and that I can be the best steward of it and show you how we're frugal and use up things that we have. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.